Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for stopping by Healing Inner Child Wound Conversations with Z. I decided to come on. Um, I've been, I'm in the middle of packing, but this room will be the last room I tackle because I still want to have access to certain cards. Even though I don't need the cards, certain cards help me express what I need to say. Um, I'm going to do a inner child reading, but what I did, I found since the weather has changed, I have some of my flower or card decks out. Not all of them because some of them are packed away, and I have a lot I need to put back in the boxes or do whatever I'm going to do with them when I transport them. But I pulled some different ones out because what I would like to address now on a regular basis are the archetypes of the ancestry, that may want to come out for your inner child reading. When you come to this, whoever you may be, when you come to this channel, whatever message is being conveyed, um, your ancestors are guiding you here because of something that you need to know. So it could be anything. I don't know what I'm saying, but or what card may pop up. I'm not really sure about that, but you're not guided here by happenstance. There's a reason you've been guided here. Um, if you can hear the music in the background, it's the Violet Aura. I'm still doing the Violet Flame because there's still some foolishness and fuckery going on. And I'm just trying to keep myself grounded in that aspect. Um, I know what some of the foolishness is, some of it I don't. The stuff I know, it doesn't bother me. It's the stuff that I don't know that I want to make sure that I'm not blindsided with. Um, and I think you all should do that too. That's why you all should ground yourself and pray over yourself and take ownership over yourself, because that's when people take advantage of you, when they can catch you when you're slipping. Um, I may start showing my face again, but I got to see how when I move, because I'm not going to do it now. I did do a test where I put the camera on me, but I couldn't really see the cards. So I have to figure out if I'm going to in the new spot, if I'm going to have the camera, if I'm going to be in front of it, if the camera's going to be facing me, or I might have it behind me. But I do want you all to be able to see these cards better. It's just I got a lot going on here, and it's not. I don't like how it's working. Um, I brought out this new deck, this the Wisdom of the Tree Oracle, and it was my ancestors. They've been fooling on me because today I did not. I'm gonna be honest. I did not eat good today. I was eating chips at lunch, pop, and then I came home and was eating some more, drinking some more pop, and the card that popped out was I need to watch my diet. So, and I got a pop here, so I'm like, okay, Spirit, I hear you, but I need to finish this pop. I do have water and all that other kind of stuff here too, but I wanted pop. So I'm pulling this deck out, and I have the herbal tarot, but I also have the herb tarot. I mean the I can't remember the name of that other deck. I might not pull that one out because that one I like it, but it's not what I need. And I do have other herbal decks, other flower decks, but like I said, they're packed away. I'm not pulling those out, otherwise it will be a bigger mess in here. Oh my goodness. As you can tell, I like to ramble. But if you come to this channel You are protected. We are in this white bubble, covered in the white bubble of white light of protection. The angels are covering us. The archangels are here. The divine is here. The divine God, higher being is here. Your spirit animals, spirit team, ancestors, aliens, everybody's here. So just know that if you come to this channel, you are protected. So what I want to do now is I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to pull one inner child card. And that'll give us the overall, wow, that was quick, overall message, what we're dealing with, what our inner child wants us to know. 9 of crystals. That's 9 of pentacles energy. That's being self-sufficient, abundant. But in this deck, it's Christmas time, and somebody is just enjoying the freedom of summer, of Christmas time. I'm saying summer because spring is here. So it, even though I'm saying Christmas, somewhere else in the world it's winter time. So just so you know, it's coming quickly too. It's 8 of Wands. But let me keep it moving. What I want to do, we're going to ask the questions about this 9 of crystals, which you're ending a system, a cycle. This is, I'll read this. The Christmas symbols in the 9 and 10 of crystals are not to be taken literally. The mythology of Christmas is a powerful metaphor that is chosen to portray birth, abundance, light, and earth celebration. In this card, the Mama Gnome is reading a Christmas Eve story to the little girl, while many wishes, secrets, hopes, and dreams stir her soul. The potential for a great visit is in the air. This visit, mythically portrayed in this card as Santa Claus, is the manifestation of good intention and commitment to hope and faith. If you believe in something with all your heart, it is more likely to unfold in a positive way. This is the law of manifestation. The 9 of crystals is the gateway into the mastery of abundance. Remember, the more you give out love, the more it will return to you. Prepare yourself at the highest level for abundance, and your dreams will come true. I can actually speak on this for myself. I mean, I won't go into too much because I've been practicing. Well, I know most of the laws, the universal laws. I probably know them all, but I can't name them, like this is this and this is this. But I practice them. And it's funny because I was practicing them and I didn't know the names of them. And I'll just use it. I'll give you an example from my childhood. In my family, if they were asking, if my family asked me what did I want, I always wanted the best of everything. I wanted the best. I just wanted the best what I could have. And they would always tell me, why do you always want that? How come you just can't accept what you have? And when I was a child, I didn't understand it, but all I knew was that I knew what I wanted. And even as a kid, they wouldn't give it to me, but as I got older, I still had that same intention. And I got it. Now, the thing of it is, that was funny. I laugh at it now because I am much more mature. The best of what I was asking for was, it wasn't really the best, but it was what I thought was the best. But I was getting it. If I wanted some extra money, I would get that extra money, but I wouldn't get, it was just interesting how I was saying, we would go into a store, and I would do it with my kids, and my children do have this gift as well. I'm grateful that I've passed it on to them. I would always go in the store and I would find what they wanted, and I would say, I want to pay such and such price for it. And by the time I got to the register, that was the price of the item. I just was able to do it. Or if it wasn't that price, I ended up getting that price because I was able to talk to the divine. I just had gifts to do that. And so somebody is in this energy right now. And I'm saying right now, but you probably were in this energy when you were a child, or you were in this energy and somewhere down the line somebody made you not think you were not in this energy. They were saying, "Oh, you're not Nine of Pentacles. You don't have the latest clothes." You didn't have whatever was the fad or whatever it was at the time. You didn't have that. So a lot of you all were tricked out of this abundance because they were trying to make you be like them. I don't know how they got into the conversation, but it's here. Now, I'm going to pull this deck. And this is the what is this? This is the Archetypes Guidebook. So we'll see what kind of archetype that we're dealing with. And this could be past, present, future energy. That's 2 cards, and I don't want 2 cards. It was more than 2 cards. Okay. The prayer. Whatever this archetype is, whatever it is in Sagittarius stag energy, moving forward. The hunter. Somebody's hunting for something that they've prayed for, or it could be somebody that's trying to hunt down what you are praying for so they can take it. Let's get into this. So you're actually using a tool. This is a tool for you. The prayer, the worship, the reverence, the homage. What is prayer? When are we in a state of prayer, and when are we not? To whom or what do we pray? Archetypically, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us toward illusion. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer anytime we are not the center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. Now, if this is you and you're in high vibrational energy, you're offering to be of service and you're asking for guidance. Now, if you the other person, because I have the shadow people come to my channel, when you on the dark side, you are expecting results, and it's self-aggrandizement. So you're trying to puff yourself out. Pick where you are, whoever you may be, but looking at this first card, this 9 of crystals, is somebody is moving into abundance. And so when they pray, when you get into this energy, into this how can I say, when you make this petition, because prayer is a petition as well, make sure you are, excuse me, it's the pop, I know I ain't supposed to have it, I know, spirit, Make sure you're asking for guidance, and make sure you're asking to be of service to others. Make sure you're not trying to take from others. That's important. Let's see, where else do I want? We'll do this one, because when you do that, there is another energy that pops out. This card keeps coming out. I have 5 of these in my deck, and I haven't written on any of them. And I haven't written on any of them because I haven't gotten to the point where I need to write something. But one of you may need to write something, may have a card to write on here. But I'm going to pick one more. King is on the bottom, so somebody's trying to master something. Can I have one with a saying on it so the collective can know what they're asking for? Rescuer. Okay, so let me pull this. Let me read it. In your light attributes, you provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So somebody's in prayer. Somebody that is in this 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Crystal energy, you're petitioning for some type of to be of service. And maybe some of you are going to be rescuers, where you're going to be petitioning on the behalf of others. Make sure you're not in the shadow. The shadow people are the ones that are going to be assuming that the rescue will reciprocate. Keep the rescued one needy. We're not trying to keep people needy. That's karmic energy. We want everybody to be free and breezy. Because once you free one, they'll be able to free someone else. You know how you reach one, teach one, and then they do the same thing? If you rescue one and they remain in the light, they will be able to help someone else. Because I'm sure you know that someone has helped you along the way. Where am I at? What part of this branch are you from? Yeah, that was quick. Horse chestnut. Somebody's in this energy. Let's look and see what it says. It's not what I had, so we know it's not talking about eating good. Well, I take that back. We'll see what it says. This is wisdom. The border is 4 separate borders in this deck. I don't know if that's clear or not. It's 4 different borders, and this is the one of wisdom. So whatever you're petitioning for to rescue, you're going to be using wisdom. And it's consideration. I need to turn the light up a little bit. My shiny brown fruit has many practical uses. Yet, children enjoy playing with it too. I can teach you how to consider the advantages and disadvantages of everything you come across to help you gain greater wisdom and understanding. It does look like a rock, though. I'm not going to lie. The horse chestnut got its name in the 16th century because Turkish soldiers used to feed the brown fruits to their horses. A single specimen of the tree was sent to the botanical gardens in Paris, from where its popularity spread. Children like the tree because they play with the fruits, attempting to smash their opponent's chestnut with their own. And it's a game known in Britain as conkers. The fruits, which are toxic when eaten raw, are used in the past to make soap. Creams made from them are useful in relieving venomous congestion. So it's a healing attribute too. Now, it came up the right way up. Something is puzzling you. Hold it up to the light of careful thought and do not be in too much of a hurry to solve the conundrum. Sometimes the answer is slow to arrive, so do your best to be patient. So that's why somebody's petitioning something, whatever it is this could be you rescuing yourself though. And it could be you rescuing your family bloodline. Never know. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull from I have not pulled this deck out. This is the Aboriginal Oracle. I haven't pulled this deck out in a long time. Frill-necked lizard. Invisibility. This is a 17. And I think that is present energy, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Present. This is present energy. This deck has past, present, and future. So you need to be brave. You need to activate your strength. And you need to be invisible or become invisible. The frill-necked lizard is a desert dweller. While frilly is small, he becomes a formidable presence when threatened. Left alone, Frilly will blend with his environment and carry out his business without anyone noticing he is there. But threaten him, and this meek little creature will double his size by standing up on his back legs, raising his frills, and menacing his adversary with wildly snapping jaws. It's all a bluff. Frilly knows he may not win the battle, but he turns tail and runs away at breakneck speed on his hind legs to hide under a rock or up a tree till he decides it is safe again. Now, I don't know if this is this energy that's bothering you or if this is you. The current situation. Not all battles need to be fought, and not all battles will go in your favor. Your honesty is getting in the way here. So try a little bluffing. Puff up your chest, put on a big stern voice, and speak up. Really speak up. While this is a war you may not win, you will win a few skirmishes in the process of the battle. More importantly, you will emerge with a newly gained respect from others simply because you stood tall and strong and didn't back down until it was necessary. You will instinctively know when it's time to back down. But this is not defeat. This is just a truce until you regroup and gain your strength to battle again. So somebody is praying on behalf. This may be a prayer warrior, or this could be work related. You are coming on behalf. You're doing something on behalf of other people, and you're using prayer to do it. And this may be your weapon that you're using. This horse chestnut. Interesting. All right, what else? Pull another strength. Look at that. And that is a 34, which is a 7, which is Empress and Emperor energy. Yep. Hierophant is 5. And it's also protection. 3 and 4 is 7 is protection. This book right here, this book could be the whole reading in itself, but I'm bringing it out because you got all these symbols, all these Aboriginal symbols, and they all mean something. You see the sun, you see all kind of stuff, and depending on what you focus on, that's what the message will be for you. These always have a story. We are talking about the ability to act in harmony with natural forces, the real definition of strength. So whatever this is that you're fighting, you don't have to do much. You want to be in harmony with it. If you're not in that energy, you're forcing something. And once you successfully move through this energy, you'll be in majesty energy, king, queen energy. And like I said, it was king on the bottom. Oh, it's gambling now. We're not going to touch that. But anyway, I'll read the story. I was a small and scrawny boy, bullied throughout my childhood, raised by my parents to be humble. I allowed myself to be mistreated. Instead of speaking out, I stuffed my feelings down with food. As I grew in height and width, the teasing intensified. Once a bully taunted me with a stick. To everyone's shock, especially mine, my body lunged at him with a pure force I didn't know I had. Next thing I knew, he was whimpering on the ground. Word got out at school about my physical power. I took the advice of one of my teachers who suggested I be trained in sumo wrestling. In class, my potential was recognized quickly. I was soon moved into a training stable where every aspect of my life became highly regimented and dictated by strict tradition. My capacity for self-effacement was praised, and I followed all of the rules in the stable. But I found myself breaking them in the ring. I look into the eyes of my opponent and see the bullies from my past. Rage and the desire to humiliate would overcome me, and my timing would suffer. Sometimes I'd lose, but mostly I'd get thrown out of the game. Oh my goodness. One day, my stable master reprimanded me for my bullheadedness. I'm trying my hardest, I exclaimed. He saw right through my anger and into the deep sadness within me. Then he says something I'll never forget. Force comes from the mind, but true strength is rooted in the belly. And the belly is your solar plexus. I'll put that in there. Then he told me that sumo wrestling at its core was meant to be an act of harmony, a sacred opportunity to embody gratitude and to purify the heart, not to obliterate enemies. The ring was there to provide me with both the freedom and the boundaries I needed. Then he instructed me to stop trying, forcing, resisting, and thinking. In the years that followed, I learned to surrender myself so completely that I am now known all over as a dancer of primal power and pure awareness. I am content beyond imagining. So this card has come to you. The gift is, I come to acknowledge your strength and to ask you to purify your heart by liberating yourself from the war in your mind. Be careful not to mistake the people around you for your enemies. Your true enemies are your own misguided thoughts, your reactive emotions, and everything in you that wrestles you away from the present moment. We should always be in the present moment. It's time to stop trying to force things to go a certain way just because your mind tells you so. Stay open to outside influence. Keep tuning into the natural world around you. Listen for the flow of life and you shall tap into it. There is an inexhaustible reserve of inner strength deep in your belly. It is greater than you can possibly imagine. Now, the questions you should ask yourself, because somebody's praying, and there's this rescuer here. Are you afraid of your own power? In what situations do you tend to hold it back? Did you ever learn that force is necessary to get what you want? How might this belief still be impacting your life? Have you or others ever been surprised by the intensity of your own impact? Have you ever surrendered so deeply to a physical activity, dance, or movement that you lost total track of time? Remember a time when you experienced inner strength. Where were you? What happened? How did you feel? Find an image that for you reflects true majesty. Place it somewhere you can see it easily and often. Journal any thoughts that arise. So, this is the end of that video. What's playing now is anxiety healing music. This is so funny that this music is coming up, because this is what a lot of you all are dealing with. You need to ask yourself those questions. And this may be why this card popped up, because a lot of you don't understand what it is. But your inner child is telling you to address these issues. I may only pull these cards out maybe once a week or something like that, because I could use the entire reading for this deck. This deck is for true inner work. It's so many different ways I could deal with that card, that deck. But that, pretty much this is orally, this is what you're dealing with. Now, I am going to pull a card, Kipper card. Kipper, what do you have to say about this? Because I'm getting ready to get into the tarot. Privileged lady. Somebody feels like the privileged lady, and the main female came on the bottom too. So this could be this could be you feeling like that, the main female feeling like they're privileged, or that's what you're praying for. Your inner child is telling you that you already are abundant. Because this privileged lady is someone that feels like they have everything at their whim. I have the book. I normally don't read that book, but I'll pull it out. Pull the it fell on the floor. I saw it fall. Oh no, here it is. That was something else. Privileged lady is number 12. And this is 12 energy is, I don't have it in here. Is that strength? Nope. Anyway, let's keep it moving up. Oh, no, I don't have it in here. Right now, I'm tuned into something else. But let's keep it moving. The privileged lady is the epitome of wealth, ease, youth, health, beauty, and charm as she strolls the white lawn past the orchid house. Lavishly dressed in the latest fashion, she gives us the relaxed look of a lady used to admiration. This card stands for fun, creativity, luxury, the good life, and all things beautiful. She can also be the best friend of the main female. Also, these could be friends. And the opposite sex reading, or the partner of the main female in same-sex readings. Okay, well, it is what it is. If this is a same-sex, it's dealing with, you may be praying for someone else. I don't know. But anyway. But this card represents prosperity, luxuries, creativity, and wellness. It may also show a young female friend or relative, or a young privileged lady. It is a card that shows the gentle and comfortable way of life. And I want to say this is you, Because here's the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you. This is whoever you are. You're praying. There's some type of prayer being said. Now, I'm going to pull from the Herbal Tarot. And I'll pull some cards and I may clarify them depending on what comes up. But your inner child is telling you something. Somebody's healing. The Six of Air is healing, moving to a calmer waters. Can I have a card on the Nine of Crystals, Spirit? What is the inner child? What does the inner child need to know? There is Mother energy, Queen of Pentacles energy here. And there's Mother of Air, Queen of Air energy here. This is so weird. And this is Hija of Fire. So somebody's creating something. You're using your knowledge. You're using something from the earth. And you're using something in your mind. And this is actually fire energy. You're using three forms of the energy. You're using earth energy, air energy, and fire energy, and you're creating something. In this deck, they're creating some type of herb or something, and that may be what's being used in prayer. Wow. Whatever is being done, being used, you're using it to end a cycle. There's some type of cycle that's being ended. Can I have a card for prayer, please? The prayer. Wow, you have the Mother of Fire here. This is an action. So we have a lot of the actions here. Somebody, a queen of wands is praying for someone. Six of Earth is you're balancing. The Six of Pentacles. You're praying for balance. There is a form of prayer taking place. You're asking for balance. And you're using pine, the pine tree, to do so. On the bottom is the Nine of Cups, Nine of Water. And this, if whatever you're praying for, is going to bring you emotional happiness. Can I have a card for the blank and the rescuer card? So you may be, somebody may be praying to be rescued, or you're praying for someone else to be rescued. Ace of Earth. Somebody's praying for a brand new beginning on the earthly plane. And that Ace of Earth is going to bring you abundance and healing. And it could be that you're praying for a counterpart. Two of Waters, Two of Cups. You may be praying for a counterpart to be rescued. Wow. And if this is not your current energy, this is something that you've seen done in your childhood. You've seen women in your family do this. Or father, either one. Can I have a message for the invisibility, the lizard, frill-necked lizard? Can I have a card? Okay. The Hanged One, burdock. So you're in a standstill position so that you can get a different point of view. And that might be why you ran and hid. Whatever happened. We have all the queens out here. Modulate of water. So this is an Empress. You hid to get more information intuitively. And you probably did run away because there was some sadness going on. Something there. Yeah, something you felt constrained. 8 of air. Oh, look at that. 8 of air and 3 of water. There was probably some type of three-party situation going on that you were dealing with. If this is current energy, or you've seen this going on in your family ancestry. And there's on the bottom, there's the Hierophant. There was some type of relationship, some type of, this could be job, home, work, or it could be the social norms of the time. Ten of fire. You were protecting yourself because there was some type of burden. Some type of burden you were releasing. Oh, look at that. I'm not taking it, but it's on the bottom. 5 of earth. Something that was keeping you in lack. Something was trying to keep you in lack. And as I talk this, here this flame again. It had a big pretty flame before, and now it barely has one. You better go on and leave from here. I ain't got time for you. And so, can I have a card for the strength? Seven of air. 7 of air is deceit. There was some type of lie. There was something going on with this. But somebody cut that shit out. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck. Slicing and dicing. Cutting stuff out. There was some type of deception and it got cut out. This is 9 of fire. Somebody protected themselves. This is why you're in that energy. I'm gonna. Why did these cards come up? Because somebody was praying. Somebody was praying, and that looks like grandmother's hands. Somebody was praying for healing. And I see that in this all the fire, the only fire card that hasn't come out is the masculine. Somebody was taking a lot of actions. Anything else we need to know? Yeah, the star fell out. You are a star. You come from a family of stars. There's this moon energy. Like, you know, whenever there are good things going on, there's always going to be something from the other side, the negative energy. And that might be why you don't know what this is. This is why this came up. And it might be why this came up. Somebody doesn't know something. And that's why the star came out. They're telling you who you are. Somebody don't want you to know, though. Is there anything else? Okay. 2 cards, and they both fell. So this is earth energy, the King of Pentacles. You're grounded and you're creative. And because you are, you're going to get 10 of Pentacles energy. You come from a line, probably a high ranking energies. Keep fighting. This is the 9 of fire, 9 of wands. Keep fighting. I don't even know what to call this reading. I'm just gonna call it an inner child reading, because I did it differently. I didn't really know how it was gonna go, but there is an energy here trying to keep you up from knowing who you are. But you are 9 of Pentacles. You are self-sufficient. You are an Empress, because all of the queens came out. You are an Empress. All 4 came out. And as soon as I said that, the light started going down again. Something doesn't want you to know that. But you are. You are an Empress. Angels, what do you have to say about this? The Page of Pentacles, loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. So a lot of you will be having this. Knight of Cups, perception and revelation, discovers hidden treasures, reveals secrets of nature. Ace of Pentacles, divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, rules agriculture production. And this is part of agriculture. This is the earth. So if somebody might deal with farming or plants or something, but they're creating things. You see how this is built? I didn't even pay attention to that before. You see how, see, they don't even want me talking about it. You see how he's weaving these, and now look at him. Somebody's going to be creating something, and it's going to be able to be sold. And that's part of somebody's family ancestry. But somebody don't want you to know who you are. You need to learn who you are. I'm beginning to truly learn who I am. I won't talk about what I've discovered about myself. But it's really, really, really interesting. I would never have known that. Yep, but I'm going to shut it down for now. I would like to thank you for stopping by Healing Inner Child Healing Inner Child Wound Conversations with Z or Rita, and I'll be back. This was a good reading. You all take care. I'll be back. Peace.